Good morning, my fellow pool lover. Welcome to the pool today. A little windy in case you hear that. Today I want to talk to you about dumbbells in the pool. They're a really common prop because a lot of public pools have them, or even when you go to your condo pool, there'll be a bin and they'll have these. So what do you do with them if you haven't used them before? If we haven't worked together before, my name's Krista Fairbrother. I'm an aqua yoga coach and trainer, and I help regular people do aqua yoga and other movement professionals learn to teach aqua yoga. The most common way we use these in the pool is to build some strength by using them through the water, right? We put them under the water and we move them around in some way. And we're trying to build some strength by resisting the buoyancy of the prop. It wants to come up to the surface, as well as overcoming the inertia of the prop holding still. And that's what we use them for. But what tends to happen, the number one problem with these tools, is when we don't know how to use them, is how do we choose which ones, right? We go to the pool and there might be a bunch of different colors, bunch of different sizes, and you see somebody use them and you go to try it and you're really regretting that you did it because maybe your hands are sore, maybe your shoulders are sore, maybe you're getting thrown all over the place and can't hold still because the prop is not the right size for you. It's perhaps too buoyant. So that's the number one thing we need to do when we're working with barbells, is choose the right buoyancy for us. And they come in lots of different brands, styles, options, right? Once you have found the right size, you saw me use them through the water. Another thing we can do, such as in aqua yoga, is we can use them to support us under the water as a buoyant prop so that we can perform some postures. We can combine these actions so that we can hold still and do yoga postures, and we can still have some movement as well. So we can build some strength and stability by challenging ourselves in that way with the buoyant prop. And so, because they come in such diverse sizes, right, and styles, we can always get the right one. And think about the fact that if perhaps you live with arthritis, you don't want to hang on to them. So I really like these because these let you just slide your hand through instead of hanging on to them. So that is always an option. Or think about the fact of maybe you don't want to hold yourself up with something very buoyant. You just want to move through the water. And perhaps a very small piece of equipment is going to be right for you, right? If you're going to jog and use the equipment through the water, to have some really big equipment isn't necessarily the right choice, right? So there's many, many different styles there. We can also use them on the surface of the water to give them some support. Give us some support. That can be, I'd have them under my armpits, and I can come into a staff pose or a Dandasana where I'm up off the surface of the pool. Again, what's going to happen if these are too buoyant for me, my shoulders are going to come up here. I am not going to be comfortable, and I'm going to have a hard time sitting upright. Or I'm going to be exerting a lot of effort to keep my shoulders down and then not be able to get my legs up. So again, even when I'm using them to support me, I still want the right piece of equipment. So once you've got the right piece of equipment, it might be challenging to remember what you want to do with them, which is why I put together waterproof sequences for people. That's something I get all the time. Krista, I'd love to do aqua yoga, but what do? I don't remember. So these waterproof sequences, you can just dunk them in the pool. They last forever. And I have a couple. This one, the lunge one, is a lot of core and stretch. And then this one, it's called the plank one. It's a lot more just core and strength. Because, again, you saw the great diversity of things we can do with these pieces of equipment. They are officially called aquatic hand buoys, but you will never find them called that. Just go ahead and look for dumbbells. And the number one thing I hope you take away from today is get the pair that's right for you. Borrow, beg, steal, buy, whatever you need to do to get the right piece of equipment so that you can make it to the pool and enjoy some aqua yoga or other aquatic exercise this week. Take care of yourself. If you have any questions about any of this, leave a comment, ask a question. I can help you get the right piece of equipment or figure out what to do in the pool. Have a great day, everybody.